trying to make it as easy as possible, and we'll make sure we do a good job of communicating those changes, as well as just staying in front of people until these funds are fully expended.
Thank you, Lorena. And I'm so sorry, you all. I paused the recording, which means we didn't get the first half of that. So I apologize, but we'll capture the rest of this meeting on video.
Can I add something really quick, Larnada? Ms. Karen, you spoke a little bit about one of your questions about supportive services for the families and involving, like, just maybe how to pay the rent on time, or like just giving them some of those life skills. We do have a supportive services subcommittee that meets at 3:30, and we do talk about some of those services and what clients may need too. It is important for our landlords as well, definitely, to make sure we hear their voices too, but how can we make sure that the families are successful in their new housing? So we talk about that in the subcommittee if you would like to join.
Okay, because the reason I was asking that is because I have, when people leave our housing program and then they obtain other housing for their families, and then a year or two later, I see them back in an Oxford house. I'm what happened? And she said, well, my husband was in the hospital, my health failed, we had a family breakdown or something. And I was just wondering, if someone was around to help them process those things, get to those resources, help with wellness. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Lakeisha, for adding that. I ditto everything Lakeisha said. So yeah, this is the work that we're working on now beginning at 3:30 today.
Okay, all right, so that's really good conversation. We want to move on down to discuss was learned from Jasmine's team, and getting feedback from the housing partners on their status in the process of joining the HMIS system.
Hey, Diana, I wanted, before you go to that, I just wanted to make sure that you didn't want to give an opportunity for someone else to take on this work with regards to making the calls. We have 3 people, Dr. Rochelle, Lakeisha, and Ms. Corbett. We want to see if anyone else wanted to help out with this work before we moved on.
All right, is there anyone else that want to help make these calls to these 99, I would say 100.
This is Karen. I don't mind. I just need to know if that's what you were talking about with the script. Yeah, I don't mind helping. I just need to be filled in a little bit.
Okay, and we're going to continue to work with the partners and with Jasmine and get that language together.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you. All right, Lanata, we ready to move on?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, we want to talk about what we learned in our conversation with Jasmine team and the feedback that we got or we continue to get from housing partners on their status in the process of joining the HMIS system. Is Allison or Eric?
Hey everybody, my name is Eric. I'm the HMIS system administrator with the partnership. So right now we, I believe on April, we had kind of a presentation and was able to kind of walk through the system a little bit. I think we had a follow-up conversation with just one agency after that. And then that's kind of where we're at since April. We really haven't had any additional progress since that April meeting.
So Eric, do you want to remind those on the call about the benefits, just to kind of go over what we have here to joining the HMIS? Of course, that'll, being a part of that system, because everyone on this call may not have participated in that meeting.
Yeah, so I mean, there's multiple benefits. One is you're really linked in with the whole COC with HMIS. So we really get I'm going to kind of start from the high level and kind of work my way down. From the high level picture, it just brings you into that kind of that large umbrella of what is the needs in this county. What does Wake County need? What does the Raleigh area need in the surrounding areas? What is kind of the needs? So we can have all that data kind of in one place. And then from there, I mean, the actual HMIS software, I mean, it's built out really well for it's made for these types of programs. So it's made for transitional housing programs. It's made for assisting in case management as well. So you have all of those tools available within there, and the reports that go along with it as well. So there's system performance measures that you can kind of see at an individual agency level, how well are your services serving the clients that are in the programs. Do they return to homelessness? If so, when and how often and how soon? Those types of things. So it's a I would say working with a lot of different softwares in the past, it's pretty comprehensive, and you can get as much or as little, I would say, as you want out of it. But if there are any specific questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Okay.
Just to go off of what Eric said, at the partnership here, my name is Allison. I'm the by name list coordinator. And so once a client is connected to a program in HMIS, whether it's a transitional housing, emergency shelter, or street outreach program, they pull onto the by name list, and at that point can be prioritized for housing support. So that could be rapid rehousing, housing choice vouchers, permanent supportive housing. And so that would just be another benefit and help to the clients you're serving as well. If they are in need of that housing assistance, they would pull right onto the list in those programs.
Excellent. So are there any housing partners, transitional partners on the call that have questions that they want to, or concerns that they want to address now to Allison or Eric, or even maybe later? Because I believe we've all put our contact information here, and we actually have a slide with some contact information, I believe. Well, actually, there's an email right there in front of me. All right. Well, no questions. So, Diana?
I'm here.
All right. Do you want to? So there are no questions. You see, let me make sure that you all can see this, the email, well, the website. So if you have questions for anyone at the Raleigh Wake Partnership program, you can reach out to them. And actually I have the next slide. Can you all see my screen here? It says benefits of HMIS, or did I share the wrong screen?
I can see.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay. There's the contact information for some of the folk at the partnership. And I'm sure Allison put her information in the chat box, and I imagine Eric did as well. So those that are interested and knowing more about that. So Diana, we have priority item number 2, action item. Do you want me to go back and look at that as well, or what do you want to do from here?
Yes, we can go back and look at that.
Okay.
Okay. Priority area number 1, action item. Collaborate with community partners, i.e. North Carolina Housing Coalition, Raleigh Wake Partners to prevent homelessness, to advocate for affordable housing. That's an action item. I want to talk about that. Anyone?
So those on the call that work in these arenas, what type of support do you all need? You need, yeah. From the committee. Are there mailing lists that we need to join to learn more about the work? What type of support is needed in these areas to help forward what you all are doing? So if we don't have any ideas, this might be something that we can revisit in actually in September. You guys know we won't be meeting until September after today's meeting, or Natalie or Yamali and Diana may have some kind of follow-up between now and then just to make sure the work is going forward. So maybe just email communication. Or it might be that we'll just focus on getting the script and calling folk, calling these landlords, because we were talking about a timeline. Since the subcommittee won't come back together until September 23rd. The deadline may be somewhere around, the timeline might be as far out as, September for getting that list, that calling list completed. So Diane, if we don't have any other pieces to add right now to this priority area action item number 2, we probably can go on to the next steps and the announcements.
Okay. You want to do the next step?
So yeah, can you guys see my mouse moving? I feel like I'm not showing the right screen.
No, you're there.
Okay, all right. So this is just a regular announcements period. First, before I go, does anyone on the call here have any announcement that you all want to make? Any events you got going on over the summer that we need to support? Just keep in mind, we are not meeting in July. On our schedule, we would be scheduled to come back in July, but we are not meeting in July. So is there anything you want to share that we need to support and get some messaging out to the larger council next month as well? If so, please unmute yourself. Okay, and if not, then just note we have the monthly criminal record expungement clinic here at the Tillery Center. It's on the first Thursday of every month from 11 to 1. That participation has really increased. You have the flyer and the calendar invite for today's meeting. Just note that the session scheduled for June 3rd is actually full, and there are 5 slots available for July, the first Thursday in July. I think it may be July 1st, I'm not quite sure, but for that next one. So if you got folk that may be interested, encourage them to go ahead and sign up now. In addition to that, there was a virtual job fair, hospitality job fair scheduled. I think I sent some information out about within the last couple of weeks that was scheduled for June 10th. It's being canceled. They didn't get the participation that they wanted. So the website will be updated, I think, sometime no later than tomorrow, but that event is canceled. Wake LRC now has a YouTube page, and I was saying I forgot to record this meeting. Unfortunately, I was going to say, and this is true, just know that this meeting will be the exception. Visiting that YouTube page will be the quickest way that you can revisit what has happened in a meeting. It's going to be quicker than we can get minutes out to you all, or actually a summary. I won't call them minutes, but a meeting summary. So it's Wake Local Reentry Council. That's just Google that, or just go to YouTube and put that in, and you'll be able to see the meetings. I think we definitely have all the meetings there from December of last year up until, and I'll probably have this up tomorrow. Doesn't take long. It's a lot quicker to do than creating a meeting summary. You may have noticed I told people to go visit Wix for the meeting summaries or minutes. I've had some issues, so it probably has been frustrating for you as well. If you look on a particular date, you may notice it may be the meeting before. So we've tried several times. This is the third attempt to correct that. So hopefully we'll get that corrected. But I noticed even just this week that the material or the presentations and the agendas that are up there don't necessarily match with the dates that they're posted. So we're working on that as well. Again, I just want to say for the third or fourth time, no meeting in July. It's a July break. So enjoy the time off. During that time, I'm imagining the team that has signed up. Maybe there'll be some more people that decide to take on this work. But Dr. Rochelle, Lakeisha, Miss Corbett, and Miss Betty, Miss Karen McKinnon have all agreed to work on that list. If you guys didn't speak up today and you want to participate in this piece of the work, just let me put this email up here. Reach out to any of these three people here and say, hey, I will help with that communication to that list. Of course, that won't happen just yet because they're going to be working on getting the script finalized. So that'll be some work between our partners at the partnership, Raleigh Wake Partnership. And then I always like to remind folk that if you have some individuals that are interested in getting the COVID vaccine or COVID testing, just visit wakegov.com and look under the Human Services Department. Periodically, we do share some sites when we find out. There's also an opportunity for COVID education through some of our county partners. So if you need that information, we can get that to you as well. I don't have anything else. Does anyone else have something to share before we wrap up?
Hi, this is Betty again. I just put it in the chat box, but just so that everyone will know, I have possibly 2 furnished rooms coming available real soon, as early as probably the 1st of June. So if anyone has a referral, they can call me. I put the number in the chat box.
And you said that was 2 what's coming available?
They're furnished rooms.
Okay.
All of the apartments that I manage are filled right now.
Oh, that's great. Will they accept, are these sex offender friendly rooms, Ms. Corbett?
Are they what?
Sex offender friendly landlords?
That particular property is not, that would not be an issue since I make the placements and I determine who goes in, but that wouldn't be an issue. But that particular property I already inquired about, and it doesn't meet the distance guideline.
Okay, excellent. I want to say, and I'm sorry,
can I ask one question to Ms. Corbett? Will this be for men and women, or is there a specific gender?
That particular property is for men only. I kind of have a problem putting the men and the women together.
Okay.
Always drama jumps up.
I know that's right.
Kim, you, just speak up. You can unmute yourself. I see your hands raised. You can just unmute yourself and speak up.
Okie dokie. Hi, everybody. I'm Kim Stone, and I've just started with, this is my 24th day with Interfaith Prison Ministries Women's Reentry Project.
All right.
Whew, a lot of information. My head is swollen right now. So thank you so much for having me in here today. This is awesome. Such good stuff. I'm gonna I'm gonna hold on that thought about helping make calls. I'd love to maybe take on 10 or so, but I'll reach out to you, Leonardo, to confirm that. Wanted to let you know that we've got the bridge housing available. We still have 4 beds available there. We're soon to have additional 4 to 5 beds open, stable, supportive housing, and we're going to have 1 bed available probably mid-June for sex offense. Anyone who has a sex offense charge.
Excellent.
And what's the process for, you said bridge the gap, like for them applying?
So if you can reach out to, you can start with me. I left my information in the box, but there's also Shanae Artis. You likely, you probably have Shanae's information already. I'm excited to be working with you. You'll see my face again, and I'll have, hopefully have something knowledgeable to say next time I'm up. I just wanted to share with you our bed availability. Look forward to working with you.
Excellent. And thank you. Yeah, we were looking forward to meeting you today. So thank you for being here and speaking up. I also, because you said that, I also wanted to acknowledge, I saw Theo Walker on the call. Hopefully he's still here as well. I just wanted to share that 2 of our transitional housing partners, IPMW, that's Kim Stone, and Pardon by Christ, have recently opened up a new home and recently meeting this year. So kudos to you all. Thank you for your work, and that's more people we can serve, you all. So want to make sure that we acknowledge that. So great.
Thank you.
Yes. And
Thank
I was going to say, Donna and I had an opportunity to visit the Pardon by Christ home, and I know Natalie and Donna were able to visit the home, the new home at the new IPMW home. So yes. All right. If we don't have any other announcements, again, we'll see you guys. I want to be really clear. We are meeting in June. So we'll see you all in June. However, there are no meetings in July. We're taking a July break, and we'll be working, and you'll probably be communicating back and forth, I imagine. And thank you again for all your work.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you so much.